Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel. We are back reacting to another episode of PeaceMaker. This is episode 6. It is called Murn After Reading. Obviously a play on the title Burn After Reading, which is a movie, but also just like a iconic like ending to like secret spy messages. You're like, burn this after reading because you can't let that info get out. What happened last time on PeaceMaker? Last time the 11th Street kids assaulted that like factory where they were making all the butterfly food. Economists sawed through a gorilla with a chainsaw. Insane. And he's no longer Peacemaker's punching bag, which is dope. But the episode ended with Adebayo putting on the X-ray helmet, finding out that Murn is a butterfly. We knew this from the previous episode, but now she knows. And the episode ended with her getting knocked down in the rain. I don't think he's going to kill her. I think she's going to super be alive. I saw today, so I'm a few episodes behind. I saw today that this show was confirmed for at least two seasons. So season 2 got like greenlit, and every season 2 episode will be written and directed by James Gunn. So that's super fun. Before we jump into this episode, please consider leaving a like on the video. That means a ton to me and it helps my channel out a lot. If you're new here or find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you're notified when I upload, especially if you want to see me react to more of PeaceMaker, including season 2. And then if you want to support me even further, consider checking out my Patreon. I post my full uncut reactions to everything I watch over there. On my Patreon, you can also vote in polls for what shows I watch next and get featured in every single one of my videos. But other than that, let's jump into episode 6 of PeaceMaker. Murn, don't kill her, brother. Harcourt. Yo, does Harcourt know?
She knows?
She was walking around with PeaceMaker's X-ray vision helmet on.
He's not gonna like that. He's touchy about his helmets.
What the fuck?
Is Harcourt a butterfly too? No. I don't think Harcourt's a butterfly, but
I figured it out when a bomb
interesting.
exploded in Murn's face and he barely took any damage.
that was one of the things that clued me in too.
My people came to Earth because our planet was dying.
Your people? The butterflies.
The one in golf, she's our leader.
Really?
Yes.
Why she?
Well, she had a vagina.
Aliens got vaginas. What was her real name?
Unlike humans, we don't name our genitalia.
No, the one in golf. What was her real name?
What was her vagina called?
Yeah, you killed someone, whoever Murn really was.
I needed to stop them. So I
Interesting.
inhabited the worst person I could find. This man, Leota, he's a murderer. Even he could have changed. I know that. I took that from him. I took his freedom and his face. And every day I dread waking up to his memories. But we need to be sure they don't move the cow before we find it.
The cow.
Yes.
What cow?
Is there something that makes the food?
Tell her about the cow.
There's
There's
a
a cow. It's a giant alien cow. Makes butterfly sauce.
That's how I defeated Kite Man.
Kite Man.
Most dangerous villains with only 2 fists,
Kite Man's
a
great.
needle, and 2 rocket launchers. Questions? Yeah, kid with the satellite.
I'm a fan of Kite Man.
The Black Heart Ruby weighed 30 pounds. And Kite Man was riding a kite?
That's right.
Yeah, he's got a
Wouldn't he
dope kite.
crash anyway due to gravity?
No, because his kite is awesome.
No.
Dumb kid. He's got special kites.
Yeah, Rubik's Cube World Champion 2025.
Why
Nice.
is your pet's name so unoriginal?
Slightly racist, but that's
Why are
fine.
you my least favorite kid in this class?
Because I can see right through you. I think you're a loser.
Oh, savage.
Do you have an origin story?
Yeah, it's this show. Becoming the hero he's truly supposed to be. This is his origin story.
The fuck you killed him?
Did you know Becky Coolidge?
Who the
Becky
frick is
Coolidge.
Becky Coolidge?
That's my mom. She used to bartend at the Starlight Lounge.
Becky Coolidge, yeah, that's right. I haven't seen her in like 10 years.
I think you might be my real dad.
What?
No way.
Mr. Peacemaker has to go.
No way. That would be so funny. That's his kid.
As long as we make those other kids feel like shit, right? That's all that matters.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the goal. Yo, if that is his daughter, I hope they revisit that in season 2.
Or as they say in your language, ching chong, chickadee chopsticks.
That wasn't very original, man.
Your Google translation's off, Foggy. That means my haircut looks like a donkey took a shit on my head.
Nice. Nice.
Wouldn't want to be ya.
Dude. Solid follow-up. Solid follow-up. Wouldn't want to be it. That's a classic.
Oh, God. No, it's over.
Fist bump. She went with the side fist bump. He was going for the top-down fist bump. She didn't complete the ba ba, you know? Should have gone ba ba ba. That's how you know you're a team, when you have a trifecta of fist bumps.
Adebayo knows Murn's a butterfly.
La 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 la, no, 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 I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, he literally does put his fingers in his ears.
So he literally puts his finger in his ears.
It's not a metaphor.
Peacemaker is a trained killer. Do not hesitate to shoot him if he shows resistance.
I'm in, Adrian.
Oh, it is him. Okay.
How did you know it was me?
You didn't finish with the 2 taps. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba. Come on, Adrian. Get it together.
You tried to cut off half my toe.
Yeah. Sometimes I just think I'm insecure in my masculinity, so I'm making up for it by having a dangerous pet. You know, like one
I mean,
of
you're
the in Georgia with
well,
tiger
right.
on a leash.
Dude, my advice, cut it out with the introspection. The mind is a den of scorpions better left running from, not towards.
Facts.
What is God doing?
Facts. Peace.
What the fuck?
Means peace. Yo. He should learn how to draw the dove of peace with with the goo.
What?
That's how you truly know they're friends.
It's golf. 1 tap is yes. 2 taps is no. Do you understand? Okay, golf.
Ooh, Goth, what's your favorite color?
It's not a yes or no question,
No
man.
questions. I just said it.
Is your favorite color teal?
Bro, what the fuck?
What? I'm gonna go through all the colors, and then eventually we'll find out which one he likes best.
Yeah, and why would you give a fuck what his favorite color is? And why are you starting with
Yes,
teal?
You don't think he's
Curious information?
a praying mantis thing?
1 yes or no. 2 don't be a fucking moron.
How am I supposed to follow that second rule?
It's more difficult than it sounds.
Okay, your preferred conversation partners are Eagly and Goth, neither of who are capable of speech. Try introspection on that, motherfucker.
I do surround myself with things that don't talk back. I mean, I just...
You shouldn't blame yourself.
Dude, fucking I'm talking. Listen. Listen.
I'm getting this weird feeling that you're angry.
Ah!
Just screams at him. Oh my god.
Goth, are you here to put babies in us like an alien?
Dude, you're upset about that?
Well, how else am I gonna experience motherhood?
Oh, that's a valid question, I guess.
Are you here so you can play us a shitty song like in Close Encounters?
Just going through all the alien tropes they know from movies. Are you here to play us a shitty song? That's incredible that that's his ringtone.
Open the door and come out with your hands up now.
You gotta point it at him.
This is the Evergreen Police Department. Open the door.
Yo, are they just gonna hide on the roof? That one cop noticed the eagle, so it's a distinct possibility. No. No. No killing. She's good. Oh no. Goff escaped. Oh! Oh no. Well, at least she's in a girl's body now, again. Or not again, but for the first time. A Goyle's a Goyle. I wonder if that kills her then. Like, if they're in her brain now. Oh, okay. No killing cops, man.
Oh shit! Stop her!
Oh, Eagly, nice. Ooh, Eagly was so good.
Hey, stop right there!
Oh, that guy's paralyzed too, probably. Jesus! Oh my God!
Shit, Eagly's hardcore, man.
Eagly is hardcore. Oh!
Who are you? Do you want to ask stupid questions? Or do you want to live? Which one do you want to do?
Fair enough. I'm a little lost, but fair enough. Oh, don't. Interesting that blood spray came out of her chest when he shot her in the face. But it is what it is. So is Detective Sophie Song dead now?
What are you doing?
Calling hard.
No!
The fuck, dude, no!
Wait, don't break his phone. Dude, that's his phone!
You're welcome, Vigilante, for saving my
You
life.
broke his iPhone 8.
Your phone! I can't fucking track it.
Oh. My bad, then. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Pretty big fuck up on my part.
Yeah, it was. That's your fault,
I
man.
fucked them with super cute pictures of Eagly on there, man. They're irreplaceable.
Sorry.
And you'll have to take more. Eagly's like, come on!
We used to go out, kill bad guys, boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom,
those are
no
cops.
problem. We accidentally kill the wrong person? Oh, shoot, bummer. That stinks. Then we move on. Now suddenly you've got this weird new age belief that all life is sacred?
A little bit. A little bit. Ratcatcher 2 got to him. Ratcatcher 2 and Rick Flag. That's incredible.
What?
Your last search.
Taylor Swift sexy.
Oh, no, that's just because I wanted to see some pictures of her sexy butt.
Fair enough.
And I knew he wasn't gonna get out.
That was a
then
girl.
he got out and took over an Oriental woman.
Asian.
Pretty sure she was Oriental.
You're not supposed to say Oriental anymore. It's Asian.
Why?
Nobody knows why. It's just bad.
Nobody knows why. It's just bad.
Insofar as how much he likes teal, though, we're clueless.
God damn it.
Yeah, we should find that out soon. What is Goff's favorite color?
That psychopath murdered 3 cops and 1 was unconscious when he did it.
Hey, I found something.
I do feel that she was fond of you.
Oh.
Sophie,
You?
just enjoy the moment. People don't realize that smiling is different on every single head. Every time you have to relearn it.
Okay. So she used the past tense. She was fond of you. Does that insinuate that Sophie, Detective Song, is like dead for good? Or like if Goff were to leave, I like how I'm calling it Goff, even though it was only called Goff because it inhabited that body. But like, if it leaves her body, would she die or go back to normal or be in a coma? Who knows?
What is going on? Oh, and I'm the asshole here for actually believing we're a fucking team.
Everyone, get done what you need to get done. We leave at the break of dawn for Coverdale
Yeah.
Ranch to kill the cow.
I think of anyone here, Peacemaker would probably be the most okay with Murn being a butterfly, since he kept Goff and was like trying to be friends with him. He might be the most chill about it. So we are witnessing two rulers of their respective groups readying up. Oh, they're just taking over all the cops. Well, now you can kill the cops. Now it's fine. Which one is gonna take him? That's insane. Oh, and they're taking all the inmates in prison as well. Oh my god. Prisoners do deserve rehabilitation, but depending on how bad these, like the racists, the, you know, neo-Nazis, sure. Take them. That black guy, though. To relearn how to smile. That guy smiles like the Joker. He smiles like the Joker, too. Oh, that's not good. Oh, she's putting the dove of peace on his guns.
Here.
What is it?
It's a P90. I put a double piece on it for you.
Yeah, it's facing the wrong way. Tail should be on the right.
Hey. Beggars can't be choosers.
Thank you. I don't think I really care about the double piece. I just think I said that because I don't want to kill people anymore.
Way to be vulnerable.
No. Listen, I know when we first met, I said I thought you were a total piece of shit, but I don't.
She still thinks that slightly, just not as much.
85% a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Maybe.
85%. Hey. 15. Making progress. Soon that'll be 20. Then 25. He's working his way.
Emilia.
Emilia.
Good night,
That's a nice name. This is like a sad scene. But it's also like, it's like somber, but like almost hopeful. Like there's a light at the end of the tunnel for him. Like he could be a better person. But also like somber after that, because you know that stuff's about to go down and it's probably not going to end the way we want it to. Can John Cena actually like play the piano? Because they're not doing that thing where they just show someone's hands and you can clearly tell that the actor's not playing. They're like legit showing John Cena play this. Like, did he learn just this one song for the show, or does he like know how to play piano?
Rest assured that every police station across the country has one mandate this morning. Find and stop the Peacemaker by whatever means necessary.
What the fuck?
That's a lot. Frick, Goff, come on, we thought you were chill. Jesus.
Just look sad. Hey.
sociopath before he was taken by a butterfly.
Okay, sorry. Shh, shh. Oh, look at you.
Jeez. That's like an actual actor, like not being able to hold their stuff together during a scene. Okay, things are really getting serious now. Now, the whole world, the whole police nation of the United States is on PeaceMaker's butthole for killing at least 30 people, 33 plus the Goffs, 37 plus Annie Sturphausen, 38 people he is on the line for. Which is like, so Amanda Waller, right, like she like creates this team with Murn's help, I guess, and is like, okay, kill all these butterflies, alien invasion. And I assume as like the head of this like secret government murder organization, she has to explain away somehow like how all these people died. Like someone eventually is going to piece everything together and be like, yo, did the government secretly like order the assassinations of like thousands upon thousands of people? That's insane. Instead, she can play, like, she has someone to place the blame directly on PeaceMaker, because he's probably going to be the one that kills all them anyway. And then that way the government isn't like, hey, the United States government is not squarely in the line of fire for assassinating 1 trillion people. So, like, logistically, that's a pretty smart move by Waller to blame that on him. I think they probably could have waited to blame that on him. Like, once you, like, complete the job, sure. Or, like, I mean, I guess you can't just, like, keep going until it's done, because eventually people will start to notice a pattern. They'll start to notice things going down. So at some point you gotta, frame him and then maybe recruit a different person to come kill a bunch of people. So, like, logistically, and, like, it makes sense. Like, from Amanda Waller's point of view, that's a good idea. It sucks that Adebayo had to be the one to frame him, like, put the diary there, but, like, it makes sense. And now the butterflies have used that to their advantage, because, one, obviously, he's killing all of them. They don't want to die. It makes sense for them to make that public to get PeaceMaker out of the way. But right off the bat, so Murn, we learn about Murn and why he is the way he is. He and the rest of them came because their planet's dying, and Goff's butterfly, the queen, was like, let's just take over this planet. And Murn was like, no, that's not a good idea. And so he took over this horrible, horrible man. And he's like the lone dissenter trying to stop them from taking over the world. Pretty solid. I think it's awful that they won't tell PeaceMaker or Vigilante. I mean, I understand maybe not telling Vigilante because he might just immediately kill everyone there. Maybe if PeaceMaker's like, dude, don't kill these people, like, he might hold off, but I would think that he wouldn't hesitate to kill Murn immediately. PeaceMaker, though, I feel like he's like the one that they could tell. Like, as soon as they're like, hey, you kept that one as a pet? Like, at that point, it's like, yeah, okay, maybe we can tell him. He was trying to be friends with Goff, communicating, drew a thing of peace sign on the jar. We thought Goff was chill. Turns out Goff's not that chill anymore. So it's a bummer that they don't want to tell him, because, like, I feel like he would be one of the, like, other than, like, Harcourt, like, he would be the one that would be the most understanding out of, like, everyone in their group. Because he'd be like, oh, sweet, yeah, I'll kill all the other butterflies, but this one I'm chill with. Like, I think he's more accepting of being chill with those people. The like show and tell sequence in the school is really funny. Like the meet your heroes-esque type thing, or like bring your parent to work day or whatever it is. Or bring your parent to school day, show off your parent. I hope that little girl that's like, hey, do you know my mom? I hope so much that is his actual kid. Like, if he is legit her biological father, that's a significant development that I would hope gets revisited at some point. Like, I hope that's not just a throwaway joke, because that would actually be really interesting to see, like, how he would, because he's already working on like becoming a better person, right? Like, how would he go about raising a kid as someone himself who is still like growing? And how would they incorporate his possible budding romance with Harcourt into that storyline as well? That would be really interesting to dive into, maybe in like season 2, maybe. Then the police are gonna raid PeaceMaker's house, and they barely escape, but in the process, Goff, the butterfly Goff, escapes into the Detective Song, which is a bummer because I liked Detective Song. I thought she was funny and like a real quality character. And it really begs the question of like, when these butterflies go into someone, like, did that like kill them? I think it does, but it would be interesting if it didn't. Like, if they left that body, that host body at some point, like, would that person be alive then? But like, these butterflies are like in their brain, so like, I feel like that would kill them, right? At the very least, it would put them like in a coma after the thing left. Like, I don't think they would be able to function as people anymore. But Vigilante's like pretty much killing these cops. Like, he's throwing knives at them, hitting them in the chest. He's like, at max, that person's paralyzed. Like, it's still a cop. Like, they're not bad people just because they're cops. I mean, some cops are bad people, just like any other profession. But he's Eagly is straight like biting their cheeks apart, like clawing at them. That he knocked that one cop down that like probably broke his neck on that rock. Like, Eagly's going ham, and eventually he's like, Eagly's hardcore. Like, yeah, Eagly is hardcore. And they're about to be caught, and then Lloyd, whatever that guy's name was, kills those other cops, just executes them. Like, this guy's insane. And then you couple in the post-credit scene of him like trying to like act like when the other cops got there, he was like sad. He was like, oh, I got here too late. And it's like super funny when you see him like trying to psych himself up, like, come on. like he's an actual actor in the scene, like just trying to like improvise emotion. It's so funny. But yeah, it's a bummer that the detective is dead now, and Goff is not as chill as we thought they were. Like, what the frick? Goff is the queen, right? Like, they said that, Murn said that Goff, the one that was in the Senator, is the queen, I think. Unless I misinterpreted what he was saying there. It seemed like that was the case, because like in later scenes, all the butterflies seem to be following her directive. So we'll see. Fun little interaction between the difference between Asian and Oriental, you know, constantly educating PeaceMaker. We're getting better, progress. It's like therapy. Not better all at once, but like little bits, getting better. The nice little interesting parallels between watching Goff take over the police precinct and gain a whole bunch of not new followers, but like having her followers inhabit people, and then cutting back and forth between her and Peacemaker's father, like, getting ready for battle and war, and suiting up into his racist costume. Just interesting cutbacks between those. Further development of the possible Peacemaker Harcourt romance. You know, she has taken a liking to him and to the other members, and she's drawing the Dove of Peace on a P90 for him, like, in her spare time, because she thinks it's important to him, and he is vulnerable. He's like, I just don't want to kill people anymore. You know, which is understandable. Ratcatcher 2 and Rick Flag really got to him, where they kind of threw it in his face that, like, you know, you're not a good guy. You know, you're not really a man of peace if you're just killing anybody that gets in your way. And he doesn't want to kill people. Probably his, like, biggest source of trauma in his life, both, like, in terms of his father making him do it and then accidentally doing it to his brother, comes directly from killing people. Like, he accidentally killed his brother. His father forced him to kill from a young age. Like, those are the biggest trauma moments in his life. So, like, a lot of this introspection and learning to be a better person, he's like, I don't want to be that guy anymore, which is dope. And he's also at re-educating Vigilante as well. So, you know, progress. It's like a pyramid scheme of progress. And then there's a really, like, sad but hopeful, but also more sad and, you know, very mixed emotionally scene of him playing the piano, where he's just like, he's going through it, man. Like, he's doing stuff. He's thinking lots of thoughts. And it's crazy. But then there's the press conference where the police are on a manhunt for him, which is not good. So frickin' doodah, man. Who knows what's gonna happen next? The next episode is called... What's it called? The next episode is called Stop Dragging My Heart Around. I assume that will prominently feature his father, because his father's the white dragon. Like, it's not dragging my heart around, it's dragon. The thumbnail is Harcourt, so it could be a solid interplay between, like, even further development of his and Harcourt's connection, and then also coupling that in with his connection to his dad, possibly. And then episode 8, which just came out today, February 17th, when I'm watching this, that is the finale. So yeah. Gang. Looking like a fun time all around. I'm really enjoying this show. I like I said last time, I never expected to be this invested in these characters. Like, I didn't like Peacemaker in the Suicide Squad movie. I thought he was, like, obviously an antagonistic force towards the end. I mean, he was enjoyable to an extent in like the first 75% of the movie, but then once he has that turn, he was definitely an antagonistic element. And I wasn't, like, a huge fan of him. I generally like John Cena. I think he's an underrated actor. Like, his comedic skills are really good. I think the first time I saw him, like, do something actually, like, not, like, wrestling was in Psych, the TV show Psych. He played Jules's brother, and he was decent in that. And I think that was kind of like one of his first forays into, like, trying to be, like, an actual actor. I know he was in, like, an action movie at one point that was, like, not great, but obviously it's just an action film. But, like, his portrayal of Peacemaker in this series is so nuanced, it's crazy. Like, there's a lot of layers to his character, and he is able to act a lot of that out really subtly with just, like, facial expressions, where, like, you know, he's not necessarily putting on, like, an acting clinic where you see some actors, like, really throw themselves out into a role and like emoting crazily and like really like you like it's a visceral acting performance. Like he's just like it's just very under like it's very toned like down, like very subtle but impactful acting decisions that really make you feel for his character. And like I feel like weirdly, like to say I feel like I relate to Peacemaker, it's a weird statement, but like as someone who's like hasn't always been the best dude, it's interesting watching like I feel like a lot of guys who maybe grew up in a certain time period, like from I was born in 95, right? So like going through middle school and high school, it was like the Wild West. Like if you looked back now, some of the things that people said and did in middle school and high school when I was that age were probably some of the most like horrific things you could think of. Like if you think of an Xbox like Halo lobby, you just constant racial slurs, you know, like horrible treatment of women. Like that was not uncommon growing up. No matter like where you were. Like if you're anywhere from 22 to like 30 right now, that was a super common thing. And like even some like people you would consider normal, like generally decent people now, were doing and saying some effed up stuff back then. So like having it's crazy, like that age group of people, we've all kind of gone through this like experience of like growth where like things, you know, certain things are not okay now, and like having to grow through that, like coming from like being fully aware and remembering a time where those things weren't necessarily looked down upon by the general society. Like you could say what could you say? You could call someone an art like the okay, this is not cool to call people anymore, but like I feel like they said it in the series. No, they said it in Euphoria, where one of the characters called someone retarded. When I was in middle school, you could just say that. Like that wasn't like considered by society to be like a horrible thing to say to someone. Like, but now it's like you hear someone say it, like, dude, you can't say that, man. Like, come on. Like, so it's very interesting to have it's like people who grew up with without the internet and are now like fully ingrained into internet society. Like my phone, our house phone growing up was a rotary phone. Like we had dial-up internet. So it's like progressing through that like change in society is very interesting. And you can kind of relate to Peacemaker because you're like, you can remember going through a similar type of like character change where you're becoming a better person. And so it's weird. This is a very long-winded way to say it's weird that I feel like I can relate to Peacemaker in a sense where it's like he's going through this like metamorphosis of like trying to become a better person and like learning what things are hurtful to other people and what things aren't. And like I remember at certain points going through that and be like, okay, dang, turns out can't say that to people. I have to learn to be better. So it's like, it's very interesting. I never expected to have this type of connection with any of these characters, and it's super fun. And I feel like this is also like I feel like James Gunn himself can relate to Peacemaker as a character. And it makes sense considering like he wrote and directed this episode, at least, and multiple other episodes. But like, if you think about James Gunn, like he's had a lot of pretty racy and risky jokes in his past where like he's said some things that were horrible, which initially got him fired by Disney. And And, you know, he went through a similar growth where he became a better man. And the people around him learned to love him and have his back. And now he's, by all accounts, a generally great dude. So it's like he is probably very familiar with the exact struggle that PeaceMaker is going through. So he's like, I feel like that's why like the dialogue and stuff and like the process, like the things they're saying where they're like, dude, come on. Like it feels very real and relatable because it's probably things that James Gunn has had like legitimate conversations with people, probably these exact words, whether he's the one, you know, educating people on what is hurtful or someone educating him. Like it's very well written because it probably draws upon experience. And it's so good. Dang, this show's great. I wish more people were watching it. But it's got season 2, so that's good. Yeah, I think those are my thoughts. I feel like I got really long-winded and like introspective with this episode. Yeah, those are all my thoughts. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode down below in the comments. Are you enjoying PeaceMaker? If you have seen up through the finale, do not tell me what happens. I don't want to get spoiled. It's already hard enough being someone who is constantly on the internet trying to avoid spoilers. Luckily, I have avoided spoilers, but like, don't tell me what happens. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, let me know all your thoughts. If you liked my reaction, please leave a like on the video. That means a ton to me. If you're new here, consider subscribing and stick around for more videos. And then if you want to support me even further, consider checking out my Patreon. It is linked in the description. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.